Morning everyone, I hope everyone's keeping okay. Another quite nice day here I think in the UK, although it's looking a little bit cloudy. Because of all the beautiful weather, I seem to have lost my mojo a little bit when it comes to making journals. And I've heard recently one or two of you say the same thing. I don't really know if it's the impacts of COVID and all this what's been going on in the world. I've just felt a little bit flat, so I decided to do a couple of little projects that'll just get me mojo sort of going again, and it's actually worked. Sort of feel a little bit inspired again, and I've been doing a lot of gardening. I'm trying to put some flower beds and some vegetable beds in, so that's taken a lot of time, but now finally I feel ready to get back on my crafting table. And apparently in the UK it's promised raining from Wednesday, so I'll definitely be back on my craft table. Anyway, less waffle, more showing you what I've come to share. I've made a few little Slender journals, I think the term is for them. The idea originally did come from Somerset Studio magazine, so I did rush out and buy the magazine when I saw them. And then I followed a tutorial by Artymaze, and then I saw Susie do from Creative Cafe Girl do one, so those are where my basic ideas come from. Two of these are a design team project for Artymaze, using her ferns and mushroom kits and her tickets. I think she calls them tickets. I will link everything up below so you all know what I'm talking about and where to get the ephemera from. First one I did make was just a very little slender one. And I just made it in a bridal theme, really, a wedding theme, a sort of a vintage wedding. I just put these out of the way. I'll quickly through. I've probably shown this before. Very, very small. Like I said, loads of little bits of lace, little vintage wedding images, and they're just all collaged on little bit of fabrics. And on the back, there was just some space left for writing. I just thought, yeah, they're okay and everything, but for somebody who likes to journal, there's not really much journaling room on them. But like I said, they are actually fun to make, and they actually make me dizzy closing them, but that's another story. So then I thought, well, why not make them a little bit bigger? Then you'll have more writing space. So yeah, I did that, made them a little bit bigger, and yeah, it did give me more writing space, but still not enough for me personally. Because I do like writing. So I saw a video from Creative Cafe Girl where she'd put some pages in between the accordion spine, whatever you call them. I just thought, what a brilliant idea. Hers was lovely and chunky, it was like that, but mine's not as chunky because I haven't put as many pages in because I was worried about the bulk. But I've now discovered I can actually get away with putting more pages in. So I'll quickly run through with what I've done with them. Like I said, these are two design team projects for Artymaze. First one I was using the ferns and mushrooms kit, and I've also cut some little images out from the little girl's book of fairies, which I recently purchased and fell in love with. Struggling now to get this knot undone. Still struggling with my trigger thumb, can't bend my finger, can't get to the doctors because they're still not open. So everything's a little bit of literally I'm all fingers and thumbs. Like I said, I've put actually some writing paper. I'll just give you a quick look at the side. The writing pages comes in between the spines, like so, but I will flick through it a little bit better in a minute. But that's what I do, and it's not too bulky, which I was quite pleased about because I really didn't want a sort of a big alligator mouth at the side. The front, I've used a couple of images also from Artymaze, the Flower Girl kit I think it's called. So these are just little journaling cards, and these have worked out a lot better for me because I've made myself a few and I've still got loads of writing space. It opens, excuse me if I get myself dizzy doing these accordion things. Sometimes I don't know, I can't work them out, how they flick and what have you. I'm already getting myself dizzy. Well, like I said, this is the front cover, just a little collage. And when you open it, or have I done it the wrong way around? No, already got myself dizzy. This is the front cover with the little ticket on. That's why I put the ticket there, so I'd know it was the front. Just a little collage of a little flower fairy, some mushrooms, and like I said, a ticket, so I know it's the front. Then it opens up. Let's make sure I'm in frame. Get away with putting it over there a bit. And there is a little fairy on some mushrooms. All these pages didn't need much collaging, because on some of the other ones I've done a lot of collaging, but these pages are just pretty enough to just put straight down and do nothing to them. I've just put some little quotes that I've cut out of a flower fairy book. It says, "Look up at any tree, there is so much for eyes to see, and if you're quick enough, maybe a laughing fairy in the tree." And I thought, that's the laughing fairy. Just a little die cut. It then opens, and I've put a little tuck spot with a couple of journaling cards, some more of the Artymaze paper. This Ferns and Mushrooms kit is one of my favourite kits, and I'm going to start revisiting all my kits again. I tend to use a kit and then I sort of move on, but some of them are so beautiful, I just really wanted to get back into them. Now these is where the first lot of journaling pages are. Although these are called Slender journals, I've managed to get 100 pages in here front to back. I've done it over done 5 signatures, 20 pages each signature, so is it 5? Oh. Yeah, 100 pages front to back actually. It's the other one that's slightly bigger. It's got, I think, 125 in. Just a little page from the recent fairy book I bought. Just done 2 little tickets here, which you can stick in. I haven't wanted to over embellish on this because I was frightened of, like I said, on getting bulky. But I've just put a couple of little journaling cards in, some tickets where you keep bits of notes and numbers or whatever in. Little bit of stamping I've done in. All the pages I've distressed. It's just a couple of mushroom stamps throughout. I won't bore you with going through what a blank page looks like. Like I said, I've just put a little bit of stamping on them. A couple of tags, mushrooms. And I love this page. This is one from the Ferns and Mushroom kit. But like I said, you really don't need to do much collaging on these. I've stuck one of the journaling cards on top. Then that folds over again, and there's 2 more little journaling cards, some mushrooms that you can fussy cut. There is a page in the kit that I love when you can fussy cut all the mushrooms out, which are great for using in other projects as well. And I love these little cards. They're just great for putting like little, I use mine for like appointments, dental appointments, etc. on them. Back to some just more plain journaling pages. Another journaling card, a couple of tickets. You could actually embellish these as much or as little as you like, but for me these are predominantly writing journals. That's another beautiful page. Absolutely no collaging done. It is what it is, and it would be a shame to cover them. Now bear with me here. This is where I get myself dizzy. So that is that side. Then it flips over to the back, and the process starts again. Mushroom, couple of journal kit cards, just a little fairy page. Tag, some more fussy cut mushrooms, a little bit of leaf stamping. Like I said, if you do like journaling, these are absolutely fabulous. And that is the Spindleberry Fairy, which actually is from the Flower Girl kit. I'll also link that below because that's a beautiful kit as well. Which the 2 kits actually, I'm still not in frame, am I think blend beautifully together. Ferns, mushrooms, fairies. I think it just all goes perfectly well together. Another little journaling booklet. Just put as a tag up there. This onto another set of journaling pages. I've put some Edith Holden in as well, because no matter how many times I say I'm not going to put Edith Holden into my journals, Edith Holden inevitably ends up in my journals. Another little tag with a fern on, fussy cutted mushrooms. Just put a little bit of extra writing paper in here, it just folds out. Stamping, little mushroom stamps. I think this is the last lot of signatures, yeah, I think it is. Just a couple of tickets, fussy cutted mushroom. Another little journaling card. I'm surprised really how much they didn't bulk up, and they are actually very flat to write in, because like I said, I've made myself a couple recently for journaling, because I tend to run out of journaling space very quickly. And there we are, back to the front. So that's basically the first one, and I've just put very simple closures on them. Ribbon. This is the last one now. Now this one, I thought I got away with that and it wasn't too much bulk, so I thought I'll put extra pages in this one. So I've got away with putting I've got another 20 writing spaces in this one, and I've actually made it larger. So I'm not actually sure offhand how big it is. Of course, the ruler's never handy when you want it. Yeah, it's found it. I think it is. That's 8 by 3.5, so it's not far off Traveller's Notebook size. This one I thought I'll keep it sort of a bit shabby and use like sort of vintage ladies and everything. But for this I've used a lot of the Artymaze tickets, which have been really fun to use, and I've used them, I know I'm going to use them in everything. Another little simple cheesecloth tie, and this is the same principle, folds out, 5 signatures, I said 120 pages in this one front to back, and it is a bit larger. And once again, bear with me because I'll get myself all muddled. Oh, that's the back. Right, so the front page I've just collaged up using various papers. I think this line paper is from the Artymaze Victorian Women. Like I said, these are some of her little tickets. And I've just done a simple collage of, I think she's called Lily Elise, this lady. She was an actress, I presume. It says what it is on the tin, a bit of collage. Same on the opening page. I wouldn't know where that had gone. Just a little thing for some journaling cards and tickets, a little tuck spot. And I've actually used some of the Tim Holtz words which I've had hanging about for ages and not use them. Now is the time, challenge the world, be happy. Sort of quite apt in this time. Again, pages very, very plain. Like I said, these are, and I love how they do lie very flat for writing. I put a few little bits of journaling cards in them. This watch. Hope I'm still filming here. My watch keeps going off. So probably not. I'm probably waffling away to myself here. Here I've just used, just made a little glassine bag where I've put some extra journaling papers in and just put memories on the back. I won't undo all these paper clips because I'm all fingers and thumbs at the moment. A little ticket from Artymaze. Coffee stained papers throughout, and some other line papers. which are taken from the Artymaze kits. She usually gives you some just plain line pages, which are great for me for writing because I like writing on lines. A little bit of washi. Here we comes to the second, second signature. I forgot to show you actually how they do fold out. But like I said, I'll get myself dizzy now putting this all back together, so bear with me a minute please. I won't do that again because I get myself confused. I have got myself confused, right. That's the journal and that's how it folds out. Little collage work on here where I've just got a couple of these little admission tickets. These tickets are lovely because they're so teeny and they're great for working on smaller projects. A little bit of washi, some cheesecloth, die cut. Now I'm on to the next signature. I really can't tell if I'm in frame or not here. My watch has just gone totally. I'll try it again. I'll probably have to refilm all this because I don't think I've been filming, which is great. But just on the off chance that I am, I'm still at it. A journaling card, a little tuck spot, some tags. All these tags are from the ticket kit, except some of them are from Pinterest, I think. There's a couple that is from... Just some more plain paper. Let's put a couple of these little tickets in, a little bit of washi. And that's that signature. If I can try and keep it folded as I go along, I don't get myself dizzy. Another collage using the Lily Elise. Just a little vintage ticket, some washi, some more of them tickets, cheesecloth, and just some various papers and doilies. But I love these, how you can, like I said, they have so much writing space in them. Another little collage. Tickets, fabrics, some images, a bit of washi, just another journaling card. I won't take them all out, you know what they all are by now. Tickets, some washi, another tag. I've decided I'm putting these in my Etsy store, so if anybody's interested, they are going in today. This is another collage that just said, and voice is soft and sweet, she was herself again. I just collage these up using the tickets. That's the back before we turn into the other journaling pages. The basic collage, it's pretty plain to see. And then these open up again and you work yourself backwards. I've got to tell you something, you really make yourself dizzy trying to even get my head around these at times. She could believe life is full of beauty. Just use various bits of washi material, and then it opens up, and on these bits there's some more, the backs of them, there's some more cardstock here for writing. Then we get into the journal inside of it, little journaling card. So although they may be slender journals, there's not slender when it comes to writing. Opens up again. I think this actually is the last signature. Little journaling card. Yeah, I think this is definitely... I said there are 5 signatures in them. Back to the front. But I just love how they just all come out. But don't get yourself dizzy putting them back in. Right, so that's all I've got to share with you today. And like I said, they have given me that little spurt now to sort of start on a big journal. I haven't done a big journal for a few weeks, and I don't know, I've just, like I said, I just felt very flat, but now I'm sort of feeling it again. So hopefully I'll have something a little bit bigger to share with you soon. Thanks everyone for watching. Keep safe. Bye.